Guys, welcome back to another episode of Summer Shredding. It is currently the 16th of March, and today I'm going to take you through a full day of eating. So I'm going to show you what I eat roughly on 1900 to 2000 calories. So I'm just going to show you all my meals, give you some meal ideas. If you like the vlog, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the actual vlog. Sit back, relax, enjoy the vlog. So guys, you probably got an idea now of my morning routine. So first thing I do is go for my walk. I just like to get the steps in early. There's nothing worse than sitting down at the computer all day and then realizing you've had less than 1,000 steps and you have to get them all in the evening. So I aim for about 3,000 to 4,000 steps in the morning. It's about a half an hour walk. It's no big deal. The weather is getting a bit better, not this morning, but it's getting a bit brighter. So yeah, it's pretty easy to get that done. So I do that, then I have my first meal, if you call it that. So I wouldn't even call this a meal. I just have a protein shake first thing in the morning. Not that hungry, and I think just having my calories later in the day is more sustainable for me, I think, as it would be for probably a lot of you. So have a protein shake first thing in the morning just to curb the hunger a small bit, and also I like to get protein in early. Just from a muscle maintenance point of view, it's always a good shout. I also have a coffee. As you can see, I had some flavor drops inside in the coffee as well, which is just handy because the flavor drops are 0 calorie and you don't have to add sugar, which would be extra calories. So they just add a small bit of sweetness to the coffee without adding any calories. And then I just have my bottle of water. Now the bottle of water, I have some creatine inside. Creatine is an organic compound that is actually naturally occurring in the body. By topping up the stores, basically you form it a little bit better in the gym. You can just get a small bit more out of it. Not make or break, but I do like to take it. It's added to my water. It's blue raspberry flavor as well, so there's no calories, but it adds a small bit of taste. So what I do in the morning, first thing, I get up about 7, I go straight for my walk, like I said, just to get the steps in. Then I have my breakfast, or if you call it that. I work about 8 a.m. I do my client work, I do all my client check-ins. So I work for about 3 hours, and then I have my first meal, which I'll show you soon. Okay guys, so I've just finished my check-ins. It ran a small bit longer than I thought. So 11:15, so I'm going to have my first meal. I'm going to show you what that is now. So I keep this nice and basic. I'm on low calories, 1900 calories. It's quite low. I want to keep everything fairly basic, and I want to make sure that my meals are filling, not crazy high in calories. Okay, so I keep it kind of higher protein, lower kind of fat meals. First meal is basically what I used to have before. It's protein oats, but I just decreased the portion size. So it's easy to do that because it isn't a huge difference. Like instead of having 70 grams, I'm now having 55 grams. I'm having the same amount of protein inside it, so 1 scoop of protein, 25 grams, and I just don't add in any extra like Biscoff spread as well. So that would be an extra like 50 to 60 calories for something that isn't going to really make a huge difference. Like there's no whole pile you're going to get out of 50 or 60 calories of that anyway. So it's not a huge difference. And then I used to have like a banana as well. So I'll just keep my banana for later in the day, so I'll have that pre-workout. So yeah, so basically it's just 300 calorie meal and nice and easy, and it's just filling. It keeps me going until lunch. So that's breakfast, guys. To be honest, this has been probably my favorite meal for the last 5 years. I don't know why I like it so much, but I could have this 2 or 3 times a day and not a problem. Especially as I'm cutting, I find that it really fills me, and because I can use different flavor protein powders, it just keeps it interesting. Obviously you can add toppings as well depending on how many calories you have. You see when I make it, I literally just put in some sweetener as well. So you can see I'm using the sucralose sweetener. Now this is quite sweet, so if you are using it, you want to use it very sparingly. I got it on my protein. It adds a small bit of sweetness, extra sweetness to it. Add the water, put it into the microwave. Basically you want to cook it about maybe 3/4 of the way through. So it's still a small bit watery when it comes out, so that when you put in the whey protein powder, it mixes well. If it's too overcooked in the microwave at the start, it'll just become very lumpy. So you wanted some water left inside it, so it mixes well with the powder. Then you just put it back in the microwave for another maybe 10 to 20 seconds, just until it kind of thickens up, and you're good to go. But this is going to do me now until lunch. So I'm going to eat this, do a small bit more work, and then I'll catch you at the next meal. Back in the kitchen, we're going to make a Caesar salad. So I'm going to take you through exactly how I make it. It's pretty much a staple in my diet whenever I am in a big calorie deficit, because it's just really filling and it doesn't have that many calories either. So some of the ingredients there, so I'm going to make that now shortly, and also I'm going to have some hummus and carrot sticks. Now hummus wouldn't be very calorie friendly, this is a reduced fat one, but you can definitely fit it in. The carrot obviously is very low calories, so this is a great snack. I'm going to talk to you about that. What we got here is the Caesar salad, and we got the chopped carrots and hummus. With the Caesar salad, the only thing I had missing here is the croutons. Now, I can add them, I haven't got them, but sometimes I'd add them in, sometimes I wouldn't. It is obviously a lot more calories in them as well, so if you're adding them in, you just gotta be careful with the amount you're using. But I like this meal anyway. So you got your chopped lettuce, which is nice, obviously gives it a crunch. You can get that pre-cut already, so that's nice and easy. I just chopped it up because I like it small. I have my pre-cooked chicken, so that's fajita seasoned, so that's quite nice, and it's very lean, so a lot of protein, but not a whole pile of calories. Then I have my lean bacon medallions. Now these are going to be way leaner than normal rashers. So if you're going for any like bacon, just go for the lean bacon medallions, because they're still nice because they're very salty, but they don't have as much fat as the normal rashers. So a little bit more calorie friendly. Then on top of that, the game changer is lighter than light mayo, because what you're going to do with that is you're just going to combine that with the Caesar salad dressing, which is quite calorie dense, but if you're only having a small bit of it, I only use 15 mils of it. If you're only using a small bit of it, it still gives it a taste, but then you can use a lighter than light mayo to bulk it up, and it's a lot more wet, we call it. So you can see a good bit of size in that. So then here I just got some chopped carrot with some low fat hummus. You can get any hummus. You can get like the regular hummus, you can get like the pepper hummus or whatever you like. Hummus is quite high in calories, but if you're only using that amount of it, and then you have like the low calorie carrots around it, it's a very filling meal, and it's very nice. Because the hummus is really nice, carrots have a nice crunch off them. You could use other things, you could use like cucumbers if you wanted to. Obviously you can use crackers and stuff, but they just have a lot more calories in them. And you get added bonus of adding some vegetables into your diet here with this one. So again, a really, really good dieting meal. So this is a lot of volume for very little calories, so compared to other meals. So again, a nice option if you're dieting and you're on a low calorie diet. Jimmy said to do a rate my haircut in the comment section, guys, so would love your feedback. Acceptable, if not spectacular. Guys, I'm just going to talk you through cooking my dinner. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my chips. This is the easiest thing ever. You're going to stick your fork into the potatoes. You're going to leave the skin and everything on. You're going to put them into the microwave for about 6 minutes and let them soften, okay? While that's doing, I'm going to make my chicken Maggi bag. Maggi bags are a game changer. They're basically just seasoning, but what they do is when you put them on, it really keeps the moisture inside the chicken so that the chicken doesn't dry out. Okay, so all you do is basically open the Maggi bag, put the chicken into it and the Maggi bag on top of it. Push it down so that the seasoning goes on top of it, and then all you're going to do is fire that into a pan. So spray your pan with some Fry Light. Again, that's just a lower calorie alternative to using oils. And then once you put your Maggi bag in, it's just going to cook away. The great thing about this, it won't burn inside the Maggi bag either because of the Maggi bag, obviously. So it just cooks away nicely. That's doing then, I'm just going to prepare the broccoli. So greens on the side is such a game changer when you're dieting because it just fills you. So I literally throw my broccoli into a bowl, put a cover over it, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave after my potatoes are done. Once the potatoes are done, you're going to take them out and you're going to cut them up. They should be so easy to cut them up. They should be literally nearly falling apart. Now, I actually didn't use a fork till the end of this, so probably you should use a fork because they are quite hot. So you're literally just going to cut them up and then you're just going to fire them into the air fryer. What you're going to do is just going to spray them with some Fry Light spray. Again, so when they cook in the air fryer, they're going to get crispy. You're just going to season them and then you're going to throw them into the air fryer, I would say for about maybe 10 minutes at the max, 5 to 10 minutes probably, just until they crisp up. And remember, they're already cooked, you just want them to crisp up, so this makes them really soft in the middle, but on the outside they're just that little bit crisp. As that's cooking away in the air fryer, you can throw your broccoli into the microwave and just let that cook away. That's going to take about, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes maximum. And you're just going to flip your Maggi bag as well. Just look how much moisture is in that chicken. It's unreal. Genuinely, this Maggi bag has changed my life. There's so much juiciness in it. So all you're going to do then is just plate everything up. So put in your chicken, you're going to put in your broccoli, and then you're going to scoop in your chips. On top of this then I just drizzle a small bit of barbecue sauce just for an extra bit of flavour. I'm going to put the macros up for the whole meal. The meal is very, very high in protein, very filling, and it's very nice. So it's just a great dieting meal all in all. That's a wrap on the full day of eating. Hope you got some recipe ideas. It's a low calorie day, so I'm just kind of getting into the swing of things for the first week of dieting, trying to use more filling foods. So for my last few bits, now I don't usually leave the day run out this long. I wouldn't usually have all this food at once, I'd probably spread it out, but the day kind of got away from me. So I'm finishing off with some porridge, as you can see, with some whey protein inside it. I always do that again in the evening just because it really fills me and I like it. As well as that, then I'm having some sugar-free jelly. It's a dieter's dream because it's very, very low in calories. You can add some maybe sugar-free custard if you want to, maybe some ice cream to it. What I'm having with that is I'm just having like a low-calorie ice cream as well. So it's an Aldi, 70 calories. Again, very filling, quite nice, and it's just nice when you're dieting. And then I have just some popcorn and crunchy to finish. So popcorn, I've talked about it before, but really, really filling. I wouldn't often have chocolate when my calories are this low, but for the day that I was in it, I'm just not that hungry. As I get more hungry and hungry as the diet goes on, I'd probably stop eating the chocolate as much, and I'd probably go for kind of more filling stuff. And not to say you can't fit it in, but again, as you get more hungry, you gotta really be kind of smart with the calories that you're using, especially in an aggressive diet when you're going for something like a photo shoot. So yeah, at the start of the diet, you can be a bit more flexible, but as it goes closer to the end, you need to be really smart with your food choices. Again, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Please give me a thumbs up. I will see you in the next one.